You're listening to Historical Perspectives with Mr. Mault. Learn about life by looking at our history. Teachers, for more information about historical perspectives, search Mr. Mault's Marketplace on Teachers Pay Teachers or at mrmaltmarketplace.com. Happy learning!
Too old for screaming. Ellie was tired of waiting for everything. "When you're older" was the phrase that made her want to scream. Sometimes she did scream. She knew she was getting a little old to be screaming when she felt angry. But if people were going to treat her like she was little, then she was going to act little and scream. Some nights she had to read alone in her room because the movie the family watched was PG-13. "When you're older," they'd say. And she never got to sit in the front of the car either, or stay up late, or taste her sister's coffee frappuccino. Now the school said she can't play in the chess tournament. "When you're older," they said. But she'd been playing chess with her grandpa since she was 5. At first, they only played with the pawns and tried to get to the other side. She learned how to capture a pawn on the diagonal and how she got a queen if she made it all the way across. Little by little, Grandpa added pieces until she knew how all of them moved. Grandpa never said, "When you're older." Ellie loved him extra for that. He bought her a real tool set and let her help him build and fix stuff. She had her own safety goggles, and she knew to measure twice and cut once. With him, Ellie felt 10 feet tall and all grown up. "Who cares about the school tournament, Ellie? Let's dream bigger," Grandpa said. "Bigger?" Ellie asked as they sanded the edge of a birdhouse they were making. "Yes, bigger. There's a state tournament next month, and there's a kindergarten through 3rd grade group too. I signed you up." "Wow, thanks, Grandpa." Ellie stopped working. "Am I ready for that?" "We'll see, won't we? The worst thing that could happen is you lose a couple of times right away and we come home. You can always try again when you're—" "Don't even think about saying that," Ellie screamed over his last words. Grandpa dropped the birdhouse in surprise and the wood came apart. He yelled a word in his language that Ellie didn't know, but she knew she shouldn't repeat it. "Sorry," she said. "I'm a little old for screaming." "Nah," Grandpa hugged her. "We're never too old for screaming. Just give some warning or something, okay?" Ellie handed him the wooden pieces and the glue. They were out of reach for him in his wheelchair. Together, they fixed the birdhouse and set it aside to dry. Grandpa rolled over to the table and they set up a chess game. He started teaching her the numbers and letters for each square on the board. She practiced writing them down after each move. "I like this part a lot," Ellie said. "You would," he said, laughing. "You always like the stuff made for kids that are older than you are." She looked at him suspiciously. "I'm not going to say it," he promised. "You're already older to me."
Thanks for listening to this Historical Perspective. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe. Also, search for Historical Perspectives on Teachers Pay Teachers to learn more about other topics, such as the Golden Gate Bridge, Henry Ford, schools in the early 1900s, and so much more. Happy learning!